Alright, this is Andrew with Jonah Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Kaysville. Today is February 10th, 2026. And today we're at 960 East, 250 South. We have the camera pushed out 150 feet. I'm going to record this because my camera's covered with debris. And so I am going to try a second attempt to try to push the camera out and hopefully not have all this debris covering it. But there's a section that is holding a lot of waste, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through that area without getting blocked again. And so, in case I'm not able to, I'm going to take this to show a couple things. We're really not going to see much of anything unless we go underwater. We might be able to tell if we're in a flat spot or a belly. I did notice pushing the camera out under the house, there was a section that seemed like it was holding a lot of water. It could be a partial backup because of all the debris. It also could be a belly, which a backup would be much better. You can clean that blockage out and then check the grade after that. Whereas if it's bad grade, that's a lot harder to address. You have to dig up the pipe and reslope it, and that can mean opening up the basement slab or digging up the yard. Again, we're still blocked. Inside there's a tub drain, the upstairs tub on the original part of the house. Basically not draining at all. I ran water and it's been holding water now for an hour and a half. And so that should certainly be addressed. I would imagine they're not using that tub. I don't know how you could unless it just spends all day draining and then they use it the next day. But in either case, that should be addressed. The rest of that bathroom seems to be draining okay, and so I think it's only the secondary line coming off the tub. I'm noticing as I pull the camera back, I'm pulling a lot of water and waste off the line. It's never a good sign. Alright, I'm going to wipe this off. So I pulled a bunch of black stuff off, which is oftentimes from cast iron. Cast iron gets real black and rough and rusty, and that buildup can cause blockages. Eventually cast iron will need to be replaced. I'm going to wipe that one more time so it's starting off as clear as possible. A little bit's fine because we can run water and wash off a little bit, but if it's like a real waxy, heavy substance, that's not going to come off as I run water. So we're going through some cast iron. I think that real bad blockage I broke out. That's great. There was one spot about 16 feet down, probably where a secondary drain is feeding in that was real clogged. I think that I was able to break that out, which is fantastic. That's not going to fix the tub issue, but it's one piece that's washed out now. So it looks like cast iron, really a lot of buildup. I mean, already as I push through, we're getting more of that buildup on it. Let me see if I can clear that off. I don't think we're going to be able to see much as we push through this cast. This cast iron has so much buildup that you know, it starts to cover my camera in the first few feet. And so I would recommend having this line cleaned. I would have recommended that anyway, but I try to see the entire line and then make recommendations. Here, I think you're going to have to clean the line even to evaluate the rest. If the seller knows of a clean out in the front yard, you could scope the line from there, and I think avoid all this cast iron with the buildup, but I didn't see one. The addition feeds in from the basement, and so you're not going to have an access. Both cleanouts in the house are covered. There's one, looks like behind the water heater, behind both water heaters. One in the basement, the original basement, and then one in the added mechanical closet. But in either case, I'd recommend this line be cleaned and then evaluated further. We do know you have cast iron, and so that'll eventually need to be replaced, but really no idea what's going on past that cast iron. I'm going to end this recording now.